yes, ain't no good reason for getting all depressed. Fire up your pad and pencil, I give you a piece of my mind. In my opinion, nation, the sun is gonna surely shine. Stop all your fussing, slap on a smile. Come out and walk in the sun for a while. Don't fight the feeling, you know you wanna have a good time. And in my opinion, nation, the sun is gonna surely shine.
Blossom? Blossom? Thank God. Blossom, I think things got a...
Oh, hi, Dad. It's a midnight snack.
Have you seen Blossom?
Small girl, intelligent eyes, looks a little like Streisand.
I'm not kidding, Joe. I had a terrible fight with her, and I just went into her room to check on her, and she wasn't there.
I know. She left with Vinny about a half hour ago.
You actually saw her get into his van?
Yes, I saw them out the window with binoculars.
I can't believe that she has actually done something... Binoculars?
Yeah.
You just happened to be looking out your bedroom window with binoculars at 11:30 at night?
Actually, I was looking at Karen Whitten.
That's called peeping, Joe. It's a crime.
No. She was looking back at me with her binoculars. And we talked to each other on the phone. We sort of dare each other to get undressed.
I guess I better call the police.
I won't do it again, Dad, I promise.
We're talking about your sister here, Joey. And why didn't you try to stop her? Why didn't you call me?
Well, I just figured it was a late date, or an early date, and that it was none of my business.
So you did nothing?
No. I got off the phone with Karen, put my clothes back on, and came down here for ice cream.
Perfect. I'm calling the police.
You know, Dad, it really doesn't surprise me that Blossom would do something like this.
It doesn't?
Nope. Have a seat. You see, Dad, it's those quiet, brainy types like Blossom who turn out to be the wildest babes on the planet. They will do anything. I'm completely wrong. I have no idea what I'm talking about.
I'm calling the police.
Hey, Dad. Look. Even if she did go off with him, she didn't suddenly become stupid. She'll be okay. Really.
You think?
Once in a while, yeah. Look, you need some sleep. I'm sure she'll be back in the morning.
Oh, my God. I almost forgot. I've got the children's concert tomorrow morning.
Oh, I love that concert.
Yeah, me too.
You must have come down pretty hard on her, huh?
I was just so angry with her. I suppose I could have handled it better.
How dare you throw him out of this house?
It's my house, Blossom. I come down my stairs and find my daughter being mauled by some juvenile delinquent in a black motorcycle jacket. Throwing him out of the house was the nicest thing I could think of.
I wasn't doing anything wrong. You're overreacting, and I'd like you to stop treating me like a baby.
Oh, really? Well, let me tell you something, little girl.
What? Go ahead, say it.
I'm sorry. I haven't been a teenager for a while. I guess I've forgotten how it feels.
You can't possibly know how I feel.
No, I can't. Not exactly. But I do know how that first love can hit you. It knocked me right on my butt.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Not kinda. Her father literally knocked me on my butt.
No.
Oh, yeah. Look, when you have kids, you walk around in a constant state of fear. I want to protect you so much that sometimes I try to control you. And that's wrong. It's crazy.
I really won't do anything stupid, Dad.
I know you won't. I trust you.
Thank you.
I love you, Pumpkin.
I love you too.
Hey, you want another candy bar?
No thanks. 8 is enough.
All right, later on we'll get some burgers. Maybe we'll eat them for breakfast, too. I mean, who's gonna stop us, right?
Right. So, what's the plan?
The plan is to get out of Dodge.
Vinny, that's not a plan. That's a line from Gunsmoke.
Well, I don't know.
Well, somebody needs to know. Didn't you give this any thought?
I figured we'd just keep heading north until we find a place to sleep.
Great, like a herd of buffalo.
Come here. Don't worry about that tonight. Tonight it's just you and me in the open road. Like Butch and Sundance.
Yeah, our Thelma and Louise. How dare you throw him out of this house?
It's my house, Blossom. I come down my stairs and find my daughter being mauled by some juvenile delinquent with a black motorcycle jacket. Throwing him out of the house was the nicest thing I could think of.
I wasn't doing anything wrong. You're overreacting, and I'd like you to stop treating me like a baby.
Now, hold on. You lied to me. You told me you were going bowling, and instead you came back here to make out.
I told you we weren't. Oh, my God.
What?
I just realized why you're doing this.
I'm doing this for your own good.
It's because you care about me, isn't it?
Yes, of course it is. Do you think I would get this upset if I didn't love you? I'd drop you off at Vinny's house and say good riddance.
Dad, I'm sorry.
Well, I'm sorry, too. I guess I flew off the handle, huh?
It's all right. There's no harm done.
I don't think Vinny would agree with you.
Okay, I'll make him see your point of view. I'm not saying that's going to be easy, but there's no reason why my happiness should cause you any pain. We can work this out.
I think you're right. We can, can't we?
Yeah, why not?
Hello?
Thank God it's you, Tony. Please don't tell Dad it's me.
Magazines? What kind of magazines? The Night Owl. No, I never heard of that before. What's it about?
I owe you my life.
Yes, that's right.
I just want you to let Dad know that I'm all right.
Where are you calling from? I've always wondered about you 800 operators. Are you all stuck in a barn in the middle of Nebraska somewhere or what?
We're on our way to Big Sur.
No. No, I think that is a very bad magazine. I don't want that. It's bad, bad, bad.
Please, Tony, don't you start with me, too. Look, I'm confused enough. I don't even understand what I'm doing.
Okay, then, when can I expect your magazines to arrive here? At my house?
I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
Well, that's no way to run a business.
I gotta go, Tony. Just tell Dad he's gotta trust me.
Ooh, I don't think that'd be a very popular magazine around here. That's a tough sell.
Well, at least tell him that I'm all right. I'm safe and that I love him.
I'll try. You take care of yourself, operator.
I will. Thank you, Tony. Bye.
Bye.
Is she all right?
Well,
I feel better.
good. Oh, here it is.
What?
Key to our room.
How'd you check in? What name did you use?
Cliff and Claire Huxtable.
Vinny.
You know what's really weird? Right next door, pegging out Bundy.
Number 13.
Yeah, well, the desk clerk said it was for good luck. And he also said it was $10 cheaper than the other rooms.
I'm sure it'll be beautiful. What's gonna happen to us?
We're gonna live happily ever after. Come on, let's go. I didn't wake you, did I?
No, I was awake. What time did you get up?
Real early. I got you a decaf coffee and a big jelly donut.
Breakfast of champions.
So, how you doing?
I'm okay. A little seasick. And you?
I'm okay, too. How'd you sleep?
Fine. How about you?
Great. Yeah, there's a lot of room in the van. It's really comfortable.
Sorry.
Shh. No, it wasn't right, that's all. When you're ready, then you'll be ready.
You know, you're almost too sweet and understanding. You're like Rebecca De Mornay at the beginning of The Hand That Rocks the Cradle.
Yeah, well, everybody else thinks I'm like Robert De Niro at the end of Cape Fear.
Well, I've got a test for your understanding.
Fire when ready?
I've got to go home.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Vinny. It's just that I love you so much, and I was so mad at my father, I just kind of lost my brain for a while. And it's not us. We're great, and I don't want that to change. But I just can't walk out on my family. And you wouldn't love me if I could.
I'll take you back. I'm not going home, but you can.
What will you do?
Maybe your dad will let me stay at your house?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna kiss you now.
Aren't you worried about morning breath?
Take a bite of your jelly donut. There. That ought to do it. Come on, let's hit the road.
I wish she had called Mr. Russo. I swear I would tell you if she did.
I know you would, Six, and I appreciate it.
I'm lying, you know.
Yes, I know.
But she didn't call yet, and that is the truth. Of course, this whole thing is probably none of my business anyway. I mean, it's a father-daughter thing, and it's between the two of you, and I should really stay out of it. On the other hand, she is my best friend, and she didn't even mention any of this to me. So I have a bone to pick with her when she comes back from this little escapade. But I mean, as far as you and I are concerned, you don't have to tell me a thing. So what happened?
We fought, he showed up, she split. It's such an old story, it's embarrassing.
Well, I don't know if it'll make you feel any better, but Blossom is such an adult that sometimes it's scary. I think she'll do the right thing.
She's already done the wrong thing, Six. There's no undoing this. She's not thinking about my feelings here. This is a completely selfish act.
Shall we fight, or would you like me to agree with you?
Six, what do you think it is between fathers and daughters?
I don't know. I mean, everything seems to go along fine for 14 or 15 years, and then, bang, we suddenly hate each other's guts.
Yeah, I guess maybe it has to be that way, huh?
See, now there's a good attitude. So with that thought in mind, can't you see yourself forgiving Blossom?
I already have a scenario for forgiving Blossom. Unfortunately, it involves killing Vinny. Well, I gotta get to work.
The children's concert?
Yeah, in the park.
God, I used to love that concert.
Well, come on by. It starts at 11:30.
Really? That would be cool. Oh, and Mr. Russo? I know how you feel.
I just can't believe Blossom would do this.
She did it.
Yep.
Amazing.
Did you ever do anything like this when you were younger?
Oh, yeah. At 16, I was a terror. Totally out of control.
Never pictured you like that.
Oh, I did. I'm doing it right now.
I was wild.
Good cereal.
Completely boy crazy.
Very crunchy.
I think I dated the entire football team that year.
You know, there's low-fat milk in here. Much better for you.
Dante Capuano.
Who's that?
He was my Vinny.
Dante. The guy's name was Dante.
I thought he was the most perfect man on the planet. But then I met a guy who made me forget about Dante.
Who?
You want me to tell you his name?
You know, to be on the safe side, maybe I should just guess.
Well, here's a clue.
So, can I have a clue?
Nice PJs, Mr. Russo.
It's for the children's concert. The whole orchestra dresses as animals. I'm a bunny.
There's no doubt about that.
It's in the park, so we all have to arrive in costume.
Whatever you say.
You're all invited.
Oh, cool. I love that show. You gonna go?
Can't.
Me neither. It's just a dumb kids thing. See you later, Dad.
Good luck, Dad. Break a paw.
Thanks, Tony. Hello, Blossom.
Hi, Dad.
I think we need to talk.
That's gonna be hard for me. Really hard.
The children's concert's today.
Yeah, I always loved that.
So are you home for good, or just to pick up some laundry, or what?
That depends.
Oh, I see. You expect me to pass some sort of test.
The fact is, I don't think I have anything to apologize for.
You think it's okay to run off in the middle of the night with some hoodlum without even leaving a note? That's your idea of okay?
I had to do it.
Blossom, you didn't have to do anything unless he made you go at gunpoint, which, in a truly bizarre way, would make me feel better.
I went of my own free will. And if I had to do it over, I'd go again.
I believe you. I'm sure you would.
But I would leave a note. I didn't want you to worry.
Do you have any idea how ridiculous that sounds? Think about it. Put yourself in my place for a minute.
I did. That's why I'm home. I can't explain it, Dad. It's just that when Vinny came to my window, I felt like Snow White when the prince takes her away.
And how do you feel now?
Actually, I kind of feel like Elmer Fudd.
Where did you go?
We just drove up the coast.
That's it? You just drove around all night long?
Nothing happened.
Now, why should I believe that?
Because it's the truth, and because I didn't have to say it. Look, I know you're just trying to do the right thing, but the fact is, I'm growing up. And by the way, he's not a hoodlum, and I really don't appreciate people calling him names.
Oh, you don't? Well, excuse me, Miss Russo. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize I was dealing with someone with such delicate sensibilities. Who do you think you are to talk to me like... I haven't been a teenager for a while. I guess I've forgotten how it feels.
Guess it's not a thrill to find your daughter making out on the couch either.
It wasn't my most favorite moment.
Dad, I want to straighten things out with you.
Uh-huh.
And I want to keep seeing Vinny.
Okay.
Look, I know you don't like that, but... Did you say okay?
I've been thinking about this all night, Blossom. If I try to stop you from seeing this guy, I could lose you forever. And the only relationship I can salvage here is yours and mine, because you're going to keep seeing this guy no matter what I say.
You really mean that?
Absolutely.
Wow.
My only hope is that you'll see enough of this guy to realize he's a complete and utter waste of time.
See, you couldn't leave it alone. You had to throw in that extra little... Guess the fact is, there's no reason why my happiness should cause you any pain.
It's real hard letting go, kiddo.
Dad, I'm gonna make it as easy as I can, but that means you've got to really, really trust me.
Trusting you is only part of it. I also have to trust myself.
What do you mean?
I have to believe that I did a good enough job raising you. You know, you're talking to a guy here who's had one son hit bottom, whose wife left him. I'm not exactly a tower of confidence. But I think it's different with you. I think you're an extraordinary person, and I think I had something to do with that. But I'll tell you this. Having said all that, I, honest to God, with all my heart and soul, hate this.
Wish I had a better idea.
I guess locking you in the attic's not going to work, huh?
We don't have an attic.
Maybe that's where I went wrong.
Truce?
It's an uneasy one, but yeah. Truce.
I think all we need is honesty and luck.
Well, I've got the rabbit's foot for luck.
This was probably the weirdest conversation I've ever had.
Yeah, me too. Well, I better get hopping. The concert starts at 11:30. Fix is coming by.
I'll be down right after I change.
Good.
I love you, Dad.
I love you too, sweetheart.
See you later, Quasi Wabbit.